for the 800th time. Welcome back to the Lanis Lore. I'm Lonnie, and this is my co-host Mike. And we're batting 100 this week, you guys. We are batting 100 this week. It has been we have been struggling. I am so happy though. Tonight we're gonna go to the movies. We're gonna go hang out with my family. We're gonna go see Hail Mary, so that'll be good. I'm gonna smash an entire thing of popcorn and not feel bad about it. It's gonna be so good.
And it's so funny too, because the more the week went on, was the more I was seeing previews on like Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah,
like,
they were talking about it at
space.
work too, and I was just like kept my mouth shut because I'm like, I feel away. But anyways,
Yeah.
But
It's been a week, huh?
it's been a week. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's kind of calming down, kind of not. I don't know. It's pretty much steady. It's the same people doing the same shit, being weird, moving the same weird ways.
And out of nowhere, people are like seeking validation from us.
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere. Nobody gave a shit, kind of. But nobody really gave a shit beforehand. People were just moving weird. And now all of a sudden, people are now seeing our dynamic at work. We're getting approached crooked at work about it. I got approached crooked.
I just think it's weird that nobody says anything to me. No one says shit to me. And I'm like, what is happening? Why does everyone approach you but nobody says shit to me? Not that I'm hating on it. I'm just like, is it because like people know that I will clock them with receipts and be like,
I 100% agree what that is, because my demeanor at work is quiet. Even I don't say much unless like somebody like last night truly pisses me off, and then I'll say something, but nobody expects me to like not necessarily stand up for myself, but
Speak
nobody
out of pocket?
expects. Yeah, exactly.
that makes sense. Yeah, because I feel like I've kind of have a track record of fucking clocking people
Kind of.
with receipts.
Yeah.
Nergerts.
Because it's so funny. Mike, do you have that footage from XYZ? I'm like, you ran out of space. She's like, I need it.
I was like, my phone is full of screenshots and screen recordings. So
I was like, yeah, I know exactly what you need from what date it's at. So
I'm like
that's
over
so
here,
funny.
like, look, I gotta delete things, but I gotta keep priorities
I
on the
know.
phone.
Well, that's so funny too, because since we both content create and I use the same templates for my memes, and I'm so I literally memorize what date, what's where, so that's how I was able to send you what you needed
You're
within like
fast
3
for that.
minutes.
I was like,
yeah.
you're like that one. I'm like, yes, that one. And he's like less than a minute. He like sent it to me. I was like, say less.
Just say less, yeah. Because I use the same templates for my memes, so I have everything memorized.
I was gonna re-record it, but then I was like, why would I re-record it? I already have footage that will fit that meme perfectly.
Yeah, yeah, it's super funny. It's super funny.
It's good. But yeah, I know it's been a week. I'm like, I have to work all day tomorrow. Meh.
Yeah,
But it's all right. I mean, it's not a bad job. I like the job. It's a good job. It's an easy job. It's not.
We talk about it all the time. That job is probably the easiest thing anybody's ever gonna do.
Yeah, it really is.
Because you had made a comment about previous management. Is like, how are they complaining about making phone calls? Like, you get paid to talk to people to begin with. And I said, yes, like this person had a problem with making calls.
But that's what I was saying is like, I don't know if it's because I'm a yapper and like,
oh sure, you already had the personality.
I talk to people all the time. Like I enjoy talking to people. I enjoy socializing very much. So you come talk to me, I will yap your fucking ear off.
That's literally how we met.
Yeah.
It's literally how we met. It's like, I know this playlist isn't corporate. Is this your playlist? I was like, it sure is.
But that's just who I am. Like I'll yap about anything. Like I'm fortunate enough to have one of those personalities where I'm kind of very versatile and multi-topic. So there's probably, I can find a topic. And I think that's also one of the skills that I used when I was, behind the chair when I was a hairstylist, was like, I can find man, woman, child. I can find any topic to talk about, and I can relate to them.
100% true. 100% true. It doesn't matter if we're in Dutch Bros. Doesn't matter if we're like getting food at a sit-down restaurant. Yeah, she will correlate anything with everything, and then she'll start talking.
How many times have we gotten our Dutch Bros for free because I like end up
just so outgoing? At least 3 times.
Yeah.
Within probably the last 4 to 6 weeks.
Mm.
It's been like every other week we've gone there, and the barista will be like, "Oh, I'll take care of your drink." I was like, "We're like, what the heck, really? Okay."
Because and it's not even me like looking for like a handout. I'm just literally like, oh my god,
outgoing, being nice, and just fucking relating to everybody, and that's 100% it.
Mm-hmm. But I'm like, that's what I think it makes it such an easy job for me though, is because it's so like I do that shit naturally already,
All
so
the
it's
time,
like
yeah, outside of work. But now you're just literally getting paid
to do it,
and then because you already have like your like passion in health, in fitness, it makes it so much more easier.
Yeah,
for
to
you.
correlate all that.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, and that's what I was telling our GM. I was like, there's really not. I have come up and made every excuse in the book. I have been that person. I have lived that life. I have been like, I've done the whole single mom thing. I'm still a single mom. I'm a single mom now, but then I was married and then I went through a divorce and I went having a baby and gaining weight and then losing weight and then gaining weight back. And I've been through all of it, all of these life experiences. So like I get it. Like I can understand and empathize with a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life.
Yeah. 100%
so I think that's
true.
helpful.
Yep, definitely.
But and oh my god, did I send you the meme about? Never mind, I'll tell you later.
Just kidding.
It just like popped into my head. I was like, we might get flagged for that one.
That's so funny.
I'm trying to be better because we keep getting flagged for everything. So I'm like, brother.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like the developing lore from last night.
Yeah,
too,
every time we get on live, we get flagged for stupid stuff.
I specifically get flagged for stupid stuff, and
at first I thought it was the language, and then I was like, well, maybe it's like it's. And at this point, I'm like, no, it's got to be an op because it's happening too often. About certain topics get brought up, and then next thing you know, his live is getting like banana.
Yep.
It's only when we talk about certain topics.
Yep.
So it's weird.
And we kind of found out who it was last night too. So.
Yeah.
But we'll save that story for later.
Haters.
Yep. So interesting.
Yeah, and then the weather is getting warmer, and everyone wants to ride, and I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I'm kind of in this like solo riding kick right now, just because like I'm like, I don't know, everyone's
continuing to be weird.
Yeah, they are weird.
Fucking weird. What do you want to go ride? You want to go ride? Well, you want to go ride? Hey, you want to go ride? Hey, you want to go ride?
And the thing with me is like, bro, it's like riding with Miss Daisy. I'm not like, I don't cut up. I have a 650 Kawasaki Ninja. I love my 650. It is considered more of a touring style bike because it is more upright. But like, bro, like, I didn't get a bike to go mock Jesus down the interstate and then like cut up in the freaking traffic like I'm a Billy B. Like I have kids to go home to still. So like, it's like riding with Miss Daisy because I enjoy the ride. Like it's my me time. Like let me put my music on my headset. Let me just jam out, feel the wind, and like disassociate. Not to a degree. I'm still on a motorcycle, so I gotta be so aware. But like, you know what I mean? Like, let me be in my own little world for a minute. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take the long route home. Like I don't need to go 0 to 60 to get there super fast. Why would I want to do that? So I have a shorter ride.
Right.
Like I'm chilling.
Yep.
And so when people like, oh, I want to ride with you. I'm like, why? You're gonna be bored unless you want to connect cardos, and then you're gonna hear me do is fucking scream Mariah Carey through my cardo, and then be like, wow, she's a really bad singer.
Right. Like, what do you want me to do?
I don't know.
Right.
I mean, if you're cool with that, like, okay, we can ride.
Iggy, really.
Or I hate when I'm trying to listen to a song. Like I have this issue sometimes with J-Rod. I'll be like listening to a song. I'm like, oh my God, I love this song. And I'm like jamming out. And then he's like, so you know what I was thinking about? And I'm like, fuck. I love him. But I'm like, bruh. Yes, sir. What are you thinking about? I gotta pause my music. Hold on. Restart the song.
Every time.
You do that sometimes too. We'll be in the car and I'm like jamming out and you're like, da-da-da-da. I'm like, and I've done it to you though. I know I've done it to you too.
Especially when I'm trying to listen to Bill Murray.
We're always listening to Bill Murray.
Yeah, duh. Gotta hype myself up for the
Crazy.
one concert that I've been looking forward to since December. I'm looking forward to all of them, but that one specifically, I was been looking forward to because that's the home team and Bill Murray.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, I appreciate you not making comments anymore about Brian.
Look, I don't even want to ruin that for me anymore.
You're like, I legitimately like the music, so like, let's not anymore. I'm gonna make myself crash out. Dude, isn't that the worst? Isn't that the worst? And you're like joking around, and you get too
triggered by your own joke.
Your own joke. You're like, damn.
Fuck, now I can't even make that joke.
Nah, I just made myself crash out. Fuck.
That's touche.
So
Yeah, I appreciate. It's like, yeah, dog. I don't even want to make that joke anymore because I like their music too.
Bro, my core still hurts. By the way, I'm like, my god.
I'm telling you, if I didn't lay on the hydro because it was the angle that it had me at, I think my core would have been fine. But
bro,
ever since,
honestly, too, I think it's also because you slept real hard because you were cutting some Z's. I was like, who is tearing up the sidewalk over there? It's just Mike in there snoring away.
Yep. Dude, I'm telling you, that specific hydro bed, because it doesn't get hot like the other one, and it starts off cold, and it actually feels good. And then it only gets lukewarm at best, but it's just the right amount of temperature, and it's just the right amount of pressure. And I don't know why nobody uses the pillows. Nobody uses the pillows.
I think it's weird too because every time I've ever used a hydro bed, even the one at PF, like I always use the pillows.
I always use the pillows, dude. Oh my god, that pillow too.
I don't understand it either. People are like, they just like flip it up, and I'm like, okay.
No, dude, use the fucking pillow. It's a memory foam.
I wonder if it's because people don't feel like they get their shoulders all the way.
Oh, that could be it too.
Like if it's not hitting their shoulders because they're slightly elevated off of it.
Yeah, that makes sense. I use the fuck. I only put the pressure. The highest it goes is my lumbar, and then it goes all the way down to my knees.
I do like the full body every time. It's good.
It's good.
It's good. It's good. It's so funny though. And then we have on Monday we have Icy Stars.
Yep.
That's exciting.
Waiting for good old what's her face to be like, hey, what time's the show? And I'm gonna be like, hey, you're not going.
Awkward. Might have new lore for you guys next week. Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
Because I'm gonna post to my IG story because she watches my shit.
You know, we never uploaded that episode.
Well, now we can.
If we find it. You
you
never talked about
it.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know if you even wanted to touch base on that again.
I mean, we could. Briefly, way back in February, went on a date with this woman who had completely ghosted me, canceled last minute 3 times over the period of last summer. And one of those times is I was gonna literally take her to a Rockies game. I don't know who would cancel on baseball and food, but whatever, fucking weirdo. And so at the end of the 3rd time, I was like, yeah, I'm just fucking done with this. Fast forward to this February. And I just noticed again the empathy card was played on me. But again, she was going through another nasty breakup. Oh, that's why she ghosted me too, by the way, all 3 times last summer, because she had some other guy in her back pocket that she pulled and got into a relationship with. But of course, I didn't find out until like randomly watching her story, and she was in some dude's apartment who was making her steak, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
That's so fucked up.
But
I don't know how. Like, it's just. I feel like it's decent, common courtesy, respect. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. Just be like, bro, I'm not interested in you, but we can be friends.
That's what I'm saying.
Cool.
Just be like, just
cool.
why you gonna lead somebody on like that?
I was like, yep, cool, not a problem. But anyways, that relationship failed. Dude ended up basically cheating on her. They were supposed to go to Florida together during the Christmas time. He went before her. He cheated during that week before she left. She still went to Florida anyways. Whatever. Went through the whole breakup. February, I was like, are you okay? I noticed your posts aren't cool. Like, you're going through like a depressive period. What's up? So she was like, no, I'm just going through some shit. I was like, well, let's do dinner. So we went out to dinner. This whole thing happened, and I mean, I don't know. She was already drinking. She was already like being flirty. I know, like Lonnie.
You got there. You're missing a whole premise. You got there, and she's like, "Come outside," and you were like, "Okay." And then you went outside, and then she doesn't even say hi or anything, which is fine. But like, she just like kisses you, and I was like, because this is Michael telling me the story. Okay, this is all like hearsay at this point. Like, I don't know. I wasn't there, so this is just me retelling it what he told me.
Yeah.
I guess she kisses him, and he was like, she's like, too forward, and he was like, no, not at all. Like, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then I guess they went to dinner, and then like after dinner, like she ended up kissing him again in the car, and I was like, slay? Like, I'm kind of confused because the way he's telling me, I'm like, and he goes, no, and I was like. So I don't know what to do here.
Because
like,
it was a really
do
quick
I hype you up or do I?
Well, it was a really quick dinner too.
Yeah,
it was
you were
less
done
than
in like
an hour.
it was less than 45. Because
No,
I was
it
at
was
dinner.
it was about 45
I was at dinner
minutes.
with Courtney at the time, so I was like, you were like, okay, you had from the time you got dropped off to the time you ate and then you got back home. I was still at dinner with Courtney the whole fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was just really awkward at dinner because I like clocked her on her behavior on like why she ghosted me.
Yeah.
And that's when like it turned, and that's when we're like, yeah, we're done. Yeah. So, but in the car, this is how the Icy Stars tickets come into play. In the car, because she does like Sleep Theory, she does like Magnolia Park, and she had tried to like nudge her way into Magnolia Park, and I was like,
That's
well,
right.
we already have VIP tickets, so if you want to go, you can go, but I'm not
we literally bought
buying
tickets the day it was released.
It was announced, yeah. But I was like, well, Icy Stars is going to be at the Black Sheep in March, and she's like, oh my God, I love them too. I was like, yeah, well, let's go. And she's like, yeah, okay. So I literally pulled out my phone, and to this day, I'm still like trying to see if she didn't think I was actually going to buy them, but I bought them. And so I don't know if that took her off guard, but that was like the beginning of February, and she has not talked to me since then. So we're going to go on Monday because that's when that show is. And I don't care. Because I guarantee you what's going to happen. It might be like a little role reversal thing. She's going to be like, oh, are we still going? And then I'm going to pull the same card that she did on me last summer. I'm like, well, you're not going. One, you haven't even paid for your half of the ticket. And two, I have not heard from you in like 2 months. So why on God's green earth would I like still want to take you?
Valid.
And the random times I did try to text her, it was either a one-word text or she read it, left me on read, and then hadn't responded.
Yeah, and then she creeps on your story all the time.
Yep. So, like, why would I want to take her anywhere if I can't even get the even if you wanted to go, at least, like, humor me and be fake about it. Like...
At least try to put
like
some fake effort
least,
into
yeah,
this.
at least, like, if you want to use me for concert tickets, at least put in, like, some fake effort.
That, or maybe she never wanted to go to begin with. She was just saying that because she wanted to be relatable, and then now she's just like, oh, well, I never really wanted to go.
Yeah.
And so... I don't know, because I know people have done that before to me. Where they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm totally down," and then it's like they're really not down. They're just saying that because they want to be appeasing.
Right.
I don't like that shit either. Like, don't do that. Don't tell me you want to do something you don't want to
I
fucking
think
do.
that's it, and it plays in the part where she wasn't going to expect me to buy tickets, like literally in her car. Like I literally bought the tickets as she was like driving me home. So I think that's probably what it is. She tried to like, oh yeah, I'll go. Cool, let me buy these tickets because they were $35 a pop. And then she was like, oh shit, he did it.
Oh, you were serious about that conversation.
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
God forbid somebody says what they mean and does it. That's crazy.
Yep.
It's a crazy concept.
Crazy.
No, I think people do that a lot too when they say things and they like don't mean it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it's one thing if like I said, if you say like, oh, you want to go, but then something comes up or whatever, I don't know, life happens. But it's another if like you can I think like you can genuinely tell when people don't want to do it. They don't want to go.
Yeah.
Just say that though.
Yeah,
so
just
I'm not
say
gonna
that.
be offended. I'll just find somebody else to go.
Yeah, just I'm not gonna care. That's the same thing. Like the whole premise of like, well, I just want to be friends. Just fucking say that then. Because at this point too, like I was not trying to like get in her pants. I was just trying to be a good person and like comfort her in her like time of need. But again, just like with the other crazy woman I had to deal with a couple weeks ago, like, and I think people know too, like I'll be empathetic towards your needs if you're going through a hard time. And I think people play that on me.
Sure. Yeah.
So at this point, like if I gotta be a fucking dickhead, like I guess that's what I'm gonna have to be from now on.
Yeah, I think to a degree you gotta like almost like protect your peace. Ugh, fuck, I hate that phrase though. Because it's always the people that are like, I'm protecting my peace. I like a quiet life. You're the drama. I'm the drama, but you're stalking me. You're stalking me in my profiles and you're messaging me and you're harassing me, but yet I'm the fucking drama?
Yep.
That's the other thing about what's a fucking ass eater wanting to come into the lives and do all that too is like, bro, you literally, I read the receipts on the podcast. Like, you said what you said. You made it very clear about how you felt and how I'm all these things. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm all these things, like, why would you even want me in your life to begin with then? And then you're still trying to reach out to me on social media by randomly liking one of my videos and randomly leaving a comment when you've never done that before. And then you're going to pop into my live, pop into Mike's live, pop out and out and out in for a whole fucking almost an hour. It's weird ass energy.
Yep.
And then you want to sit there and say that I'm the fucking drama. Bro, I'm not doing anything. I'm not reaching out to you. I'm not bothering you. You go live your happy ass eating life over there away from me. Because here, it's like, Lord. Because I'm just like, what are you doing? If you think that like doing what you're doing and moving how you're moving is going to suck me back in, where I'm going to be like, oh, let me reach out to them and talk to them. Like, no. Like, if anything, I'm like, bro, you look crazy. I'm not the drama.
Bad.
You are the drama, and you're crazy because I'm literally just living my life over here, minding my own business, staying in my own lane, doing the same shit that I've always been doing. And you're feeling the need to like come circle back around and around and around and around and around. Like, for what?
Right.
And then you're not even circling back around with a damn apology.
No. Or even just like a simple crumb of accountability.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't. I'll love you forever and always. Like, what are you talking about, sir? How about you just say, hey, you know what? Put some thought into it and like blah blah. You know, a heart-filled accountability of like some spectrum of like, I see here where I did what I did wrong, XYZ. Fill in the blanks. Blah blah blah. But you have to, well, part of doing that is like doing that with like zero expectation. And I think that's the problem. Because I think a lot of these people move in a way where they think that by coming to the table and saying things like, oh, well, I'll always care about you. I'll always love you. I'll always think about you. I'm always in your corner, that you think that like that's going to be enough for me to be like, okay, bet. Like, you're welcome back to the table, sir.
Right.
No, what the hell?
Yeah.
Because you have intentions that are nefarious still, because you're only doing that because you want a seat again.
Yep.
If you truly meant what you said and you truly feel remorseful for it and you truly feel like hey, I messed up. I see where I did wrong. I see where I need to do better. Then you would do it with no zero expectation, and you would understand why I would never want you sitting at my table. You'd be like, that's so valid, and I deserve that.
So there's a good metaphor in the recovery process, like so rebuilding the relationships, right? So the phrase like burning the bridge. So when you go back with with the accountability or seeking some sort of like, well, I mean, you know, like the whole step 9 is you know, making amends. So like when you go back to make an amends, you have to go into that repair not holding the blueprint, because it's not up to you. The other person has the blueprint on how they want you to hold your accountability.
Right.
Like you don't apologize or have the accountability under the assumption that that bridge is rebuilt. That other person has the blueprint to the bridge, not you. And that's why people get so caught up in, well, I apologized, I'm good, right? No, that's not what that is. Like the other person that you hurt has the blueprint to the bridge. And it's up to them if they want you as the person to build it brick by brick. It's not up to you. And that's where everybody gets so back asswards. It's like, well, I apologize, I'm good. No, you're not. It's not up to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a lot of it. And like people move weird and they think that it's the whole premise of like, this is why, like, you know, when like your kids and like kids do something and then like, you have some parents are like, oh, I'm going to force my kid to say sorry, blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in that. I don't. I'm not going to force my kid to do anything. But what I am going to do is to sit down with them and have a conversation of like, I'm trying to teach my kids to be self-reflective enough to where the apology comes on their own, because they know, because I know my kids, I know they're good-hearted, good people. Like they're children. They you know what I mean? But like that has to come within themselves. I'm not by me forcing them to go and apologize to someone about something that they don't fully feel guilty or like they owe that person something is going to do nothing for them and nothing for that person. So why do that? Right. It's more about having a conversation of like, okay, but do you see here where what the issue is? Do you see how we could do better? Do you see how we need to make better choices or be better or do better or say better or XYZ? Right. And it's about teaching them to come to that conclusion on their own of, oh, yeah, I probably owe that person an apology.
Right. Right.
And to have them start to learn the skill set of being self-aware enough to hold themselves accountable.
Yep. Yep. That's fair.
Because I feel like people as like grown-ass adults don't even do that shit. They don't do that shit.
Bro. Yeah. Because at this point, too, like, everybody's like, oh, common sense is a superpower. No, like, it's starting to, accountability is now becoming the new common sense. It's like, nobody has accountability anymore. Like, you see somebody hold themselves accountable, you're like, wow, good for them. It's like, well, how about good for you? Where's your sense of accountability at? Why are you admiring somebody else's just a common personality trait? Like, why is accountability becoming that much of an issue? To where now, like, it's people are glorifying somebody else for accountability. It's like, no, dude. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I just think people just don't like who they are. And it's because with accountability comes self-reflection, and you have to like look at yourself in the mirror and literally sit there and be like, yeah, we fucked up.
That's exactly what step 4 is in the 12-step program, because you have step 3 is you have to like write the shit out. You have to write everything that's wrong with you. You have to write it out. And that's where everybody fucking stops, because nobody wants to do that. Because like, why would I want to make myself, and then I'm going to have to fucking stare at it until step 4, and then I got to go back and tell somebody, oh, hey, that's what step 4 is. You have to read all your shortcomings. You have to read it to somebody. And you have to sit there, and then you have to watch somebody react to how fucked up you are. So 3 and 4 is all accountability. And like, I looked at my my sponsor. I was like, do I have to fucking do this? He's like, well, do you want to stay sober, or do you want to fucking go fuck off and go relapse in like 3 or 4 months because you have no accountability. I'm like, oh fuck. So like I had to sit there, like I wrote like a 3-page fucking list of all the ways where I'm failing, all of my shortcomings, and then the following week I had to go fucking read it to him. So like why the fuck would I want to sit here and do this? But it's because I wanted to stay sober. So like if I want to stay sober, that means I'm going to have to put in the work. And then it's hard. Nobody wants to fucking do that.
Yeah, and I think that a lot of people, I don't know, man. I think like it's even with one of the other people in the most recent people that have been in the Quinn, like it's like the whole you're not accountable, and then he was like, yeah, no, I am. Like, no, you're not, because like you're over here making comments about like you. Oh, well, I messed up because I have a mental illness. And I'm like, that's not being accountable. That's you giving me a stupid ass excuse.
It's an out.
It's an is an out. And I'm sure maybe he meant it in a joking manner, but I'm like, bro, why are you going to come at me? That's not, you didn't read the room. You didn't read the room at all then. If they're trying to come at me with a joking manner right out the gate when I'm like.
Yeah, dude, dead ass. Took no accountability of the audience, had no idea who was sitting in the fucking room that he clearly ignored.
Do you know who you messaged?
Like, what the fuck?
Read
Right.
the room, sir.
Well, then it goes along the lines of two, like we can flip it to people that have sat at your table for an extended period of time, and then you, as the head of the table, clock them on poor behavior because they're like, well, they would never like tell me to get up and leave because I've been friends with them or I've had this connection with them for so long. But everybody at my table has the same expectations that I hold somebody else who's also not sitting there that's trying to get a seat. So if you want to sit at my table and you finally have a seat, well, then you still have the same bar to continue to hold your place when somebody else is also trying to take a seat. Like, it also comes, it just comes to the point where it's like nobody gets preferential treatment at my
this
table.
Subscription renews, sir. And I don't know why. You go before the board for renewal, and I don't know why you're acting like this is like it's a blood oath.
Yeah, dog. No, hell no. You go in front of the executive board with your whole packet of behavior. Like, let's be fucking for real.
This is a parole board, okay?
This is a parole board.
I will set you free into these streets. Don't get too comfortable now.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
No, because I and it's like that with family and friends with me too, where it's like, don't think because like you have a seat at my table that you don't get too comfortable to where you think that I will ever lose my self-respect enough for myself ever again to allow people to be in my life and sit places where they shouldn't be sitting. And like, you're not going to sit there and be in my life and me throw my self-worth and self-respect away just to keep you. Yep. I won't do that again, ever again.
Yep.
And then if you're gonna try to like mosey your way back into my life and you're gonna come with me with excuses, I'm just gonna leave you undelivered. I'm not even gonna waste my energy playing chess with a fucking pigeon. Because if you can't come to me with accountability of like and own your shit, like about you moving weird, and just say, yeah, I was because XYZ. I felt a way about this and that and the other. So I was moving weird. You're right. You clocked me. I am moving weird because I don't blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what
Whatever
I mean?
it is.
But when you sit there and you deny it, when I have fucking receipts and I have the screen recordings and I have like, so you're going to try to gaslight me and tell me that you're not doing all that when I have the receipts? It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. Which just like, again, just further proves your point. It's just like you have no accountability because you're still lying.
Yeah. Like, who are you trying to convince, yourself or me?
Right. Exactly.
Because I already saw who you were.
Yeah.
And now you're just, at this point, you're just reconfirming everything I already knew. Because you're snitching yourself out. Because instead of like stopping and like thinking about how you're moving, you're sitting here just becoming El Desperado and moving fucking like panic moving. You're panic moving.
Yep, 100%. Because 9 times out of 10.
That's what it's been the last 3 weeks is just motherfuckers be panic moving.
Mm-hmm.
Every single one of them. Panic moving.
Because clearly, like.
And being hella reactive.
Oh, bad. It's like comical at this point. It's like, bro, look at how desperate you are, bro. Like, all of this could have been avoided if you were just to take a singular fraction of accountability. That's it. Like, this wouldn't be nearly as big as the thing that they're making it out to be. Because when people move like that, when people get upset, when people get frantic, it's never about you. When they paint you in the light or they trying to like make you the freaking psychopath in the scenario, it's not about you. It's about them because they don't have the self-awareness or the accountability.
Oh, I think they want to control they want to control the narrative.
Yes.
It's because they're so like you can have narcissistic tendencies without being narcissistic. So I'm not going to throw that word out there, but it very much is so like a narcissistic tendency to kind of be like, I don't want other people around me to view me like that. So I'm going to like, I don't like this person because they're clocking me and they're trying to hold me accountable to stuff that I don't want to be accountable for XYZ, whatever reason. Maybe it's just that they're not ready to have that conversation with themselves. But so what they want to do is then they want to control the narrative that's being put out there by everybody else. And it's like, dude, I might say this all the time. And I tell people this even when like all the shit that was happening last summer, nobody gives a fuck. You care more than everybody else. I guarantee you care more about the situation than everybody else does because people have so much going on in their individual lives that they don't give a shit, bro. They don't care if we're beefing. They don't care. Like, they just don't. Like, sorry to say, like, you sitting there trying to like, it's the same person just in a different freaking font. It's the same situation in a different font. Because it's like, I don't want anyone to know about this. I think we should keep this on the DL. I really like blah, blah, blah excuses. I'm not going to be accountable. I want to fix this, but then I'm going to go and I'm going to get everybody else involved. Like, bro, I'm not doing anything, but then you want to sit here and you want to move weird and then you want to circle back around and then you want to tell me that you're not getting anyone else involved, but yet XYZ, I'm getting messages about this person, that person asking about what's going on. It's the same situation, just a different fucking font where you all move the exact same. It's because you're trying to control the narrative. So you're thinking if I put my version out there before her version gets out or their version gets out, that I can control and I don't give a shit. I don't care enough because here's the thing. I come with motherfucking receipts.
Yep.
So say what you want to say. I don't care. And I'm gonna sleep perfectly fine tonight and my bills are paid on time and that is not gonna affect the way that I live my life.
Yep.
The only reason why you care so much about what everybody thinks about you is because that is literally how you gauge your worth. Because you don't believe that you're worth anything else.
Yep.
So you look at other people around you for validation and self-worth because you have none.
Yep.
Because if you had self-worth and you knew who you were to your core and you loved who you were to your core, you wouldn't give a fuck about what anyone else has to say or think about you. That's why I don't give a shit. I don't care. I keep. You know why I keep it in receipts? Is because I've had enough people in my life, in my past, who have tried to circle back around and try to fucking make me out to be a fucking liar. And that's one thing I'm not, is a fucking liar. So if you want to go about that way, okay, I'll post the receipts. I'll read the receipts out on podcast. I don't care. I don't care. My level of not giving a fuck about what people think about me goes deep. Because I think it comes from a place of like, when you've been alone and you've done it alone and you've been stripped of everything and everyone like abandoned you, you learn to stand on your own and you're like, you know what? It's okay. So I've done it before and I'll survive it again.
Yep.
I've always been the authentic version of me.
Yep.
So apologize for what? Clocking you? Don't move weird. You don't want to be called out. Don't be a weirdo.
Yep. Don't be a weirdo.
I just like made that correlation on on the podcast where I was like, it's the same. It really is when you think about it though. Like,
it is.
From the events from last year, the events to like all the current events, it's like it's the same granted, a lot of the details are completely different, but it's
Sure.
like
It's
the
overall the same
premise
premise.
of
Yes.
like rinse and repeat, and it's the same shit, just different fonts.
Yep.
Even when it comes to the whole situation that was going on last night.
Yes. And that's what I was like thinking there in my head too. Because he's still trying to get his flying monkeys to be on his side and then send them out and be like, well, now you can't trust him. But it's like, bro, I'm just here. I clocked you on behavior, and now you're trying to paint me the bad guy because I'm calling you out on your fucked up behavior. You should be like that video you sent me last night. You should be upset at yourself that you're acting so immature, that you're doing somebody else dirty, but you're dumb and you don't have that capability to even think like that. Well, I don't want anybody else to know. We got to keep that. I don't want X to know. I don't want Y to know. But you are immediately blowing up Y's phone.
That's crazy.
He's trying to gather his flying monkeys.
Yeah, it's you're moving. He's desperately moving. He's like panic moving. He's panic moving.
Yep.
It's like, why are you panic moving if you legitimately didn't do anything wrong? Then why are you freaking out?
Why are you sending my best friend 3-minute long voicemails? Why are you blowing up Y's phone while he's trying to enjoy quality time with his significant other? If you truly are like, well, we got to keep this between ourselves, and I really don't care what you think of me. You clearly do, because you're sending two people that I know and I clearly have been friends with longer to spin your fucking narrative.
I just think the whole thing's weird. There were so many contradictions
In that voice
thread.
message, yes.
I was like,
yep.
If we back it up a whole minute, you just said, so which one is it, my guy?
Yep. Because I said what I had to say on stream when he was listening. I said what I had to say. That's it. Point blank, period. You don't have nobody has to like anything that you have to say.
Right.
But it's how somebody moves afterwards that's going to either validate you, the person that's calling out the behavior, or the other person. Because if the other person's like, all right, cool, well, agree to disagree. Cool, man. Well, see you around. All you have to do.
I don't understand why that's so hard for some people, just to be like, well,
we don't vibe.
We don't vibe. You don't match my vibe. Like, I don't have no hate, don't have no anima. I'm like that with a lot of people.
You are. You really are like that.
I'm like, I don't hate them. I have no hate towards them. I just don't fuck with them. They just do not match my vibe. So when I'm around that person, I will be cordial. I will be respectful, but you ain't going to see like goofy, funny, like I'm not going to be shooting the shit with them. I'm not going to be cracking jokes. I'm there to, I'm going to be respectful, and then I'm going to go the fuck home.
Yep.
I'm like that with a lot of people. That's when people are like, oh, I didn't know that you were like goofy like that, or oh, you're just like, blah, blah. I'm like, no, well, I mean, you like.
It's because I don't fuck with you.
But seriously, like I don't.
Yep.
No, I don't fuck with you.
Yep. Sorry.
Split. Yeah. So I don't know, y'all. Like self-reflection, accountability. That's the premise of this episode, I guess. It's just like weird moving, and it's like I feel like it's either me or you. Sometimes both. It was both this week, but I was just like, well, I have a full-on rotation right now. So
yeah, dude.
I literally called that shit last week. I was like,
well,
that one just batted zero. So
guess
who's next up to the plate?
Oh,
like clockwork.
Shit.
You know what's funny?
Clockwork.
It's funny that I can like read these guys like clockwork, and I'm like, oh my god.
Close it. Let me get the stapler.
Let me get the stapler.
Close it.
Well, because it's pattern recognition. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah.
I know how you're gonna move, and I know how you're gonna move probably for the next like foreseeable future.
Mm-hmm.
Unless something changes, because if nothing changes, nothing changes. So why the fuck would you start moving differently?
Right.
So that's why I'm like, yeah, clockwork.
And that's the other thing too. Like people really do show their true colors on how they react to certain things because they've never had somebody in their life like this person had said last night. Well, I've never had anybody call me that before. Yeah, that's obvious. You don't have anybody that's ever held you accountable for anything.
Yeah, my therapist was telling me about that too. Because I had asked her the same question. I said, I don't get it. I don't get this whole premise of like why these people will come into my life, say what they say, do what they do, feel a way, and then choose to spend the rest of their free time stalking me on the internet for the rest of their lives. It's weird because it's not like I didn't do anything to warrant that. Like I said, okay, I heard what you said. I can respect it. It's not for me, not my vibe. You have a great life. I wish you nothing but the best. Namaste. I'm going to go over here.
Yep.
So why are you hung up on me? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And my therapist is like, it's because you did something that most people don't, which is you respected what they said and you walked away.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't like that because they want the reaction. They want you to be reactive. They want you to sit there. They want you to be like,
yep.
Yeah, the validation and the reaction of like, no, wait, no, oh my God. I'm like, but why? I'm
Sounded
not gonna,
like Kevin Hart for a second.
seriously though, but it's like, but why? I'm not gonna beg somebody.
Oh fuck no!
I'm not going to beg somebody
Fuck no.
for to stay. I'm not.
Nope.
I'm not gonna beg somebody for the opportunity. I'm not gonna beg. No, if you're telling me that you can't have me in your life or you can't be in my life for XYZ reason, that's fine. Okay, that sucks. It sucks. It hurts. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it doesn't hurt. That like, because I'm human and I have feelings too. So when someone tells me like, oh, no, thank you. Or when somebody, you know what I mean, like moves weird and like makes me feel away. Like, I'm not going to say it doesn't suck. But it's also like, I have enough self-respect and self-worth to know like, yeah, it still hurts, but like you're just not my person, and that's okay.
Sure, yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
Like I'll respect it. Like I wish you the best. I hope you find everybody. I hope you find the person you're looking for. I hope you find a friend. Or I hope you find the person you're gonna be with the rest of your life, your partner, whatever, whoever it is. You need to find. I hope that you find that.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
So we move on. You go to do your life. I live my life in the best way that we both know how to.
Yep.
So why stalk me? I don't get it. So why are you circling back around? And you're circling back around without an apology or a smoke signal or anything. It's just straight gaslighting and bullshit.
Oh, heavy on the bullshit. Fucking heavy on the bullshit.
I literally hope you guys know. You guys send me these circling, because I know some of you watch this podcast. When you guys send me those circling back around messages, this is my literal face when I'm reading this shit.
Then I get the screenshot.
Yeah, the whole fucking group chat gets the screenshot.
Damn.
Because it's funny as fuck that you think that like you being like pretty girl.
That's cringe. That's cringe as fuck, dude.
My autism messed it up.
Oh my god, that's just as bad. Like, brother, what are we doing?
My kids hold themselves and each other accountable so much more than a lot of these people do. I don't make it make sense.
Don't get it.
It's crazy though.
Yep.
Honestly though, I was kind of hoping, not hoping. I was kind of surprised, but we weren't on very long last night that so and so didn't pop in because it was a Friday night, and we all know what he likes to do on a Friday night.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah, we were only on about 37 minutes. No, it was like an hour. I don't know, 45. I don't fucking know, but we had to change up some shit last night.
Trying to change up some shit. Wait. But I work pretty light schedule. I get the kids back on Monday, but I guess I have the concert. My mom's gonna work with me on that.
Okay. Yeah.
But it'll be good. We'll probably wrap this up for now because we got to go run some errands. We're just gonna have the short podcast.
Wonderful, amazing producer over here messed it up the first time again.
It's okay. It's okay. All it does is just push it out, and it's just like the lores. And we'll get back into some more lores. I mean, that mean the past history lores. I was kind of waiting to see what was going to develop over the weekend, before touch base or move on. Because I feel like every single time I try to move on, some shiznit happens. Like every single time, I'm like, okay.
Yep.
It's like, wait, but we're not done. There's more.
But wait,
there's more.
Yep.
So that's why I kind of like pause sometimes in between this. And also, like, if you guys watch us every week, like I said, like last week's episode was kind of heavy because we talked about your alcoholism and all that.
Yeah,
and so that's
that
why
was
I'm like,
my.
I try to be mindful and like breaking them up, so we'll have like lighter episodes in between, so we're not just going back to back with like
sometimes you just can't help it.
Heavy, deep stuff. Where it's like, I'm not trying to send all of you guys to therapy too.
I know, Jesus.
I'm here because of Lonnie's podcast.
Could you
It
imagine?
Traumatized me. It's like I lived their lives.
That's
I would
exactly
wish that
why
anyone.
we have a disclaimer, ladies and
we
gentlemen.
do. I don't even know. Hopefully, you guys read this disclaimer.
It's only on there for 5 seconds, so they'd have to pause.
You have a pause button for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
But until the next one, you guys, of course, stay safe out there, and we love you. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode of Lanis Lore. Thanks so much. Bye.